Hey, what's up, guys? It's Force here. If you're wondering why you're seeing my face instead of the actual video, I'm prefacing the video to let you know that we've had more technical issues with episode 3. It's always episode 3, right? There's always some kind of problem. But the video is here this time. It's just that the live commentary that I provided during the episode, as I was playing it, somehow got lost. I don't know what happened there. Either the computer just refused to record and I didn't notice. I don't know what happened. So I don't have the live commentary that I attempted to record, which is unfortunate because I thought it was pretty good. So instead, I'm going to give you some voiceover commentary and maybe some discussion as the video plays. So we're going to get right into that. Okay, now here we got our boy Wilhelm at level 4 on our play screen, and we're just going to... I don't know how long it took me before we actually started moving here. You can see we don't have, we got him to level 4. He's got Wolf and Saint there. Alright, and we're heading back in. We got to Regolith Range last episode, which is where Deadlift lives. And I made a joke about how his name is very similar to a lot of other characters. Dead Stroke, Dead Pool, Dead Zone, Dead Space, Dead Rising, Dead plus other thing. And it was just stocking up at this point.
Nothing like a good comeback anytime.
This whole zone is pretty cool looking. I mean, that sign is epic.
Do I spy mercenaries approaching me ship? I will soar into the air and crush you with a butt slam.
Now, I actually really like the sniper rifle that was given.
I like this guy.
I like Brick. I really like the sniper rifle that was given to me as that quest reward because it's something that I can use to shoot down my enemies from a distance while Wolf distracts at close range. I hate the lunatics in this game though because they just jump right at you. That's what the rifle is for. And then we find a pistol on the ground, and then we snipe a couple more dudes way over there. That crit didn't kill him, the electricity did.
Find somebody to sign for the posters. After all, I like to think I run a reputable organization.
So this part here, we're still doing the posters quest for Janie Springs. I'd initially walked over there actually to just pick up the stuff that they dropped, but I'd actually forgotten about the quest until that point. See some platforms here, decided it's a good way to get up. Discover in the process that I really don't like platforming sections and shooters. Because of the moon gravity and the boost and the ground pound and all that, it's kind of better suited for platforming, but it's still probably not the right format for it. And I gotta get up there to the delivery guy. I screw up right here. Decide I want to get some money while I'm down here. $2, $2, $2. Try it again. Oh, and I also see something interesting off in the distance, which helps me to discover something that I never had noticed before, because I wasn't that thorough on previous attempts to record episode 3. I'm gonna be quiet because this guy's funny. This guy's funny, I'm gonna be quiet and let him talk.
Great, now give him the package.
After I'm done looting stuff.
Thanks. Now get out of my sight.
He's got the package? Cool. Now kill him. Guy's an asshole.
What is this? What secrets do you hold, hmm? What lies within your bowels, oh mysterious package? Be you a small kitten or a knife? Or a small kitten holding a knife? Speak to me, knife kitten. Show me the secrets of the universe.
Totally worth running out of oxygen for.
Awesome. Now you just have to put the posters up all around the ship. Deadlift's men will try to kill you the entire time, but...
So at this point I'm like, I'm running out of oxygen. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I'm gonna die. There we go. And we breathe. And we decide next we're gonna go after that glowy thing, whatever it is up there. Now it's an echo, and it's the Gladiators Past Part 1. I'll be quiet as it plays.
I told you idiots, we don't need assassins here. There's nobody on this spinning stink nugget of a planet you couldn't just kill with a heavy rock and a can-do attitude. Athena and the rest of her lady ninjas would be better served on a planet where the air doesn't taste like armpit sweat.
Now that there was General Knox. And for those of you who played Borderlands 1, he was the final boss of the best DLC of that game, General Knox's Armory. And that was kind of his attitude throughout the entire DLC. He was a very depressed man. When you encounter him in the game, at the very end, he was about to commit suicide, but upon encountering you, decided he wants to fight you instead. Now, that DLC was also where Athena was first introduced. She goes way back. And Athena's my girl. Of all of the 4 characters in this game, as a character, I love her the most. As a class, I'm not a big fan, but as a character, I love Athena to death. And in Borderlands 2, your characters... I mean, yeah, you have your Echo that you start with. That gives you a little background.
He uses that jump pad as his front door. You might want to do the same.
Gives you a little background information. But then some zones had 4 echoes that went into greater detail about that character background. And that means this region has Athena's background. We got ourselves a level, so I'm going to go put that in our auxiliary tanks. Because that's cooldown on your action skill. Action skill is too good. Just blow up a couple more guys. Shot all around that guy before I actually hit him. Didn't notice before I got that challenge Darksider. Put up our first poster.
No.
That's one poster up. Keep going. My customers are going to get what they paid for, even if you shoot them in the sternums while they get it.
As I shoot that guy in the sternum. And then I finally get my grenades. Those of you who saw my first attempt at a Let's Play of this may remember I got my grenade at the Helios space station last time. This time it took me all the way till episode 3 to get my first grenade. And I was so happy to finally have that. So happy. Grenades are pretty powerful when used appropriately.
Only a few posters left. Don't die.
That's the phone, ignore that. I'm not a very good sniper. Even in games like this where sniping is generally made easier. Sorry about that, guys. But to go back to what I was talking about, in Borderlands 2, you did have echo groups in certain locations that gave you more backstory on each character that you could play as, which I thought was really cool. And even though in this game you also have your echo at the start, I think you did in Borderlands 2 as well, actually. You got your echo at the start that allow you to learn a little bit more about your character. Then you had your echo groups that gave you more detail. And seeing that come back, I really appreciate that, because while the little bit of backstory is nice, some detailed background I think helps you appreciate the character more. And as someone who's played Borderlands 1 and getting to hear, I mean, really what I'm hearing is kind of like a more flavorful version of what I already knew. Athena was sent to Pandora at the request of the Atlas Corporation to help General Knox at T-Bone Junction. I already knew that, but, you know, getting to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak,
Just two
really
more
helps me
and you're
appreciate
done.
it more.
I'm incredibly happy that you're doing this for me. If that's not clear, it's only because I've spent several months isolated getting almost killed by
Which I thought was
Kraken.
slightly depressing. Poor woman. But now that I know that those are here, the whole time I'm keeping an eye out to see if I find any more. While I'm putting up posters.
Yeah, all right.
Just put up one last poster
And there we go.
and
See,
you're
I found
there.
another one up there. Pretty sure that's another one. I wasn't entirely sure because I see that one right there, right in front of me, and I thought that might be one too. But then I remembered I killed a guy up there, so he probably dropped that. Put up that last poster.
Well,
Just
now
a
I'm
picture of a
hungry.
cat.
I
And he says, now I'm
oversized the
hungry,
last
and I was
set
a
of
little
pictures, so
confused
I
by
used
that.
a cat photo instead.
Because I'm
People
like,
cats.
why
Anyway,
does a
come
cat
on
make
back.
him hungry? Does he eat cats?
Warning, air reserves at
I'm running out of O2. And that's part 4. So I'm like, well, where's part 2 and 3? So I do some looking around, take out the sniper rifle, trying to find it. And right there, I can see part 2. I don't see part 3 from where I'm standing, but I see part 2. Because I'm like, where's part 3? Where's part 3? I only see part 2 and part 4. And I'm like, I'm going to pick it up while I'm here.
You assholes. What the hell did she do to you to deserve that? You order a code 64 on a village knowing full well her sister lived there? For hell's sake, she took out her own sister in all the confusion because you ordered thermals only. You had to tie up that one last loose end just to keep her in the core. So that's what happens when you know too much to leave, but you're too good at your job to die. She realized what she'd done. She got a little stabby. She's in the brig now. Probably ship her back to Atlas HQ tomorrow. God, I hate this place.
Honestly, that one, I didn't entirely know Athena's motivations for turning against Atlas. She mentioned something about killing her sister, but it sounded out of character the way she mentioned it. So almost just offhand. It's like, I killed my sister. But, yeah. And his, vocal inflection, even though the words sounded like he was real upset, his voice didn't sound really upset. About the only part of him that sounded like he meant it was at the end
Athena smiled
when he
at
said
me. Well, she
he
kinda
hated
crazy.
this place.
She got back from a recon around 0300. Said she had a good lead on this Jess chick she'd been looking for. I just kind of grunted at her. She wouldn't stop talking, all excited. Said they were sisters or something. Said she'd been looking for her since she was a kid. Said that they'd escaped Pandora together once she found her. Like I said, nice enough kid. Don't screw her over or I'll be pissed.
And that I thought was actually kind of sweet because you could tell he's actually looking after Athena. He's kind of like a father figure, actually. I don't know if she saw him that way. Actually, I know she didn't see him that way because she tried to have him. She got him killed by the Vault Hunters, but
Ignore my last message. The assassins might actually be kind of useful. Athena's girls cleared out the roads around T-Bone Junction. Didn't leave one bandit standing. She asked permission to look for somebody named Jess in the villages nearby, which I granted. Seems like a nice enough kid, which, given what I hear you guys do to the assassins when they're children, is pretty damn impressive.
so yeah. I'm gonna get some oxygen, and oh, the door's closing.
I disabled the jump pad! Forgive me, jump pad! I didn't mean it!
Crap. Better head up to that geothermal substation, see what the damage is.
Geothermal substation. Back up the way I came. Whole lot of running back and forth because the quests are organized in an awkward position.
Don't let those hoity-toity Hyperion goons take one more step.
Which he can say all he wants, but I'd already killed all his men, so there's really no one to stop me.
is busted. Got an idea though?
You know, looking at
You
that,
could
that
be
must have been a
fuse.
really big fuse.
Do what
And
now?
Wilhelm not paying
If
attention
you
again.
complete the circuit between
That must have
those
been a
two
really
line
big
wires, it should
fuse.
reactivate the jump pad.
Big
Just stand between the two
person-sized
spark
fuse.
Sounds dangerous.
ignitions. Yep, gonna hurt lots.
Gonna hurt lots. Alright. Ow.
Right,
Ow.
now just go kill the guy so you can get to Concordia.
Why are
And I'm
those
getting shot at again.
Hungarian screwbags still alive?
So let's do something about it. Okay, so maybe I'm not that bad at sniping as long as they're standing still. I hate the lunatics in this game. When they decide they're gonna jump on you, they will jump all the way across the map to jump on you. There we go. I didn't actually get a headshot on that guy, but whatever. There's a chest down there I'm going after. Just all pistols, which was mildly annoying. And I ran out of inventory space, and I'm running out of oxygen. So I go in here, drop the white guns, so I can pick up some green guns. And those are the guns I dropped. So we jump back over here. I'm normally not a sniper rifle fan, but when it's the best gun you're given at the game's start, you know, tend to rock it.
You got to ride jump
Never
pads?
got to ride a jump
I
pad,
never got to ride a jump pad.
I also witnessed the deaths of many innocent
but
people.
jump pads though.
Jump pads, though.
Brick is my favorite character now of the original Vault Hunters. As a character, I still really like Roland, but I'm not going to say anything. But the reason why I turned around and went back is because I realized that I have a full inventory. And boss fights usually result in cool loot. So I wanted to make sure I had room for cool loot before I enter a boss fight. So I'm heading back to the item shops at the entrance to sell off stuff before I go after Deadlift. And I'm also double checking, making sure that there wasn't an actual weapon shop there that I just could have gone to. But no, there wasn't, so
Let's just get this out of the way.
sell everything that isn't blue.
Merchandise was ripped from the hands of dead adventurers.
Realizing my shield sucks, buying some ammo.
We're always open.
End up not buying any, you know, I forgot actually that I had a shotgun in my inventory till just this moment. But I didn't know that at the time that I was playing. So I'm like, hey, here's a better shield, let's get that.
Cha-ching, if you're pleasing. Come see me.
Sell off the old shield.
God's the doctor.
And we're ready to go after Deadlift now. I like how his base looks like some kind of giant monster. Ride the jump pad back across. And there's actually oxygen in here. Check the chests for more ammo, for the ammo that I forgot to pick up. And finally, here we go! Our first boss fight!
Deadlift time!
I swore when he was jumping it looked like he had a rocket launcher in his hand. But when he lands, he has no weapons.
There he is. Just kill his dumb ass and I can get you closer to Concordia and finding that jamming signal.
Boy, I can't wait to toss your corpse onto a jump pad and watch it take to the air like a child's imagination.
Child's imagination. Which I admitted was actually pretty imaginative in and of itself. Annoying thing here, though, is that with all the jump pads and him bouncing around like he does, it's very difficult to actually get to him. Plus, he's got all kinds of goons that just kind of get in the way. Using those grenades I got.
My strength is in my mind.
Trying to get places, not being very successful. And then he came right to me.
How dare you say my abs lack definition?
How dare you say my abs lack definition? Putting shots into him, trying to do some damage while I can see him. Threw a grenade. Probably not going to. Then I got bandits attacking me in the face. And while I'm dealing with a lunatic, Wolf takes care of him. His aspirations. So
Now find the Digistruct key.
I fly over
Must
there
be
trying to
somewhere
find
around
any cool loot he might have dropped first. The thing with loot, though, is that it tends to explode everywhere. And the whole time I'm getting shot by this guy, so I decide, you know what? Take care of him. There we go. Got some money there. Nothing's down there, so... And I see some blue up here. What could this be? It's our first laser weapon. I'm a fan of the flow. Explodes like a grenade when reloaded. Level 2 blue weapon. Incidentally, I think it's kind of fun. I'm comparing it to my other electric weapon, but I think in the end I decided to swap it out for the rifle I'm holding. As well as a green handgun, Torg hand cannon. So now I need to find the Moon Zoomy Digistruct key, so I turn on the quest for it. Didn't actually have the quest on this whole time. So that way I could get my quest icon to show me the way. Bounce my way all the way up. Yeah! And Wilhelm seems to really be enjoying it. And there's the toilet. It's in a toilet.
Bonza! Am I glad to see that? Pick it up! Now you've got the Digistruct key, you can turn on one of my moon zoomies at the Dale way station. Get yourself there, but be careful. Scavs have taken over that place after the Kraken.
A whole lot of openable boxes here. $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2. Oh, that one had $1. Okay. And a couple loot chests for us to open. It's got some nice assault rifles in it. Got a Dahl one and a Jacobs one. Now, you may recall me saying I'm not a fan of Jacobs rifles, but I pick it up anyway because selling stuff. Challenge complete. Try out this rifle. Not a fan. Because it burns through ammo too quickly. And the burst is a little short. Then we get another one. That's basically the same thing, but more accurate, faster reload speed. Not as big of a magazine, but it doesn't fire and bursts to 2 like that. It doesn't fire 2 bullets at once like that, so the damage is less, but I like the burst on it. Good old-fashioned dull 3-bullet burst, so I decided I'm going to rock that one out. And at that point, we have completed our boss fight, guys. So we have to go to the Moonzoomy station to install the key. So our quest is not yet done. And according to our quest marker, we have to go out here to continue our quest. But I figured this would be a good spot to end the episode, guys. We defeated Deadlift. We got the Moonzoomy key. Next episode, we'll be installing that and getting ourselves a car, it seems. So I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for the next episode. Take care, guys. Now I get to put this gun to the test. It would help if I was good at aiming with it. Which has the secondary stick and amiibo support. And as you can see in here, I have my Omega Ruby game. We're about to take my Mewtwo named Kitten through